Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're playing Dungeon World, Myth the Wind Age. We last when we last left off the party was just about to enter Mazarin's tomb. They had fought a bunch of ghosts and sprites and things outside, and more ghosts were converging on their position as they're kind of bushwhacking through the jungle towards in the direction where they were told this tomb was. And all the spirits halted in place, and then they heard a booming voice shout, "Come!" But before we get to that, we're going to flash back a little bit. So the party stopped after the Battle of the 12 Duns. The party made a stop in Lanforcan, which is the major city, that the last kind of bastion of civilization, the major city that's at the center of the once mighty Caith Brewing Empire. I'll put you guys on the world map so you can see. Okay, and Jack, yep, Jack. When the party arrives there, they all get they all are kind of hurrying in because they've got a sick party member. They're worried about Dram's Nan, who was afflicted by some mysterious illness. But as you guys are headed for the temple, Jack, you get waylaid by someone in kind of a peasant in sort of plain street clothing. He looks like sort of deliberately blandly dressed in a way that you recognize. He's wearing kind of like an oilskin cloak, like he's just been traveling, that kind of thing. And so it kind of obscures his features if you don't look carefully. But he looks at you, he meets your gaze, and the man says, "Message for you, sir." And he kind of pulls you aside away from the rest of the party. You go with him?
I do.
Okay. So Jack, he kind of he leads you down a side street and into a seedy tavern called the Broken Wheel. That you get this like whiff of smoke, as you come in, and there's this kind of like he clearly knows the bartender knows him. The bartender kind of nods over to him to direct you guys to a corner booth, and so you take this quiet booth in the corner, kind of out of the way of the action of the common room where everybody's gambling and drinking and so forth. And he sits you down, and he says, Edgar the skunk wants you to know that the new buyer that he's made a deal with a new buyer you've sent him. And he also has some other news, and you're going to roll and make a decision about what that news is.
All right.
So,
what do I roll? Just do I roll anything particular, or just 2d6?
I'm pasting. So you're rolling 2d6 plus charisma, and I pasted the options for you in Roll20 chat. So this is like it's called a love letter, which
plus charisma.
Plus charisma, yeah.
Did that work?
Yep. Okay. So you choose one of the 4 following items from the list above. So one of these things happens, and you get to decide kind of which direction the story goes next. This is called a love letter in Apocalypse World parlance.
Ooh. Yeah, the secret admirer.
Oh, I'm picking I'm picking one of those 4 things there.
Yes.
Now, what was Edgar's message again?
So Edgar's message was that you had made arrangements with Lady Dracarin the last time you were in Lanforcan. You had spoken with her and tried to impress her, and she had agreed to kind of favor you in exchange for access to your criminal contacts. So you gave her the contact information for Edgar the Skunk, who is your one of your good old boys that you grew up with back in Gower. And so okay. She's contacted Edgar the Skunk, and now this guy has arrived telling you that they've struck a deal.
Oh, Edgar heard tell of ghoul attacks from the south.
Okay. Yeah, so the courier tells you that as well, and he mentions that there's a couple, Edgar wanted me to mention there's a couple outlying farms, not the farm, he says, which is one of your gang's hideouts, but a couple of the outlying places have been raided by ghouls. And ghouls, as you know, are kind of those long, sort of loping goblin-like creatures.
Are they the one that throws the javelins, or are those ones that just?
No, they don't. The ones that you chased down that were scouting out the place after the battle. Yeah. I'll show the journal entry just so you guys can see. Here where they are.
Are the farms nearby?
These guys.
I don't like those guys.
Yeah, so the farms south of Gower, he said a couple of them, he mentions a couple of farms, and says that they've been raiding, stealing cattle and things like that, and they don't seem to, they've killed a couple people, but they don't seem to be attacking the town itself. Obviously, the town being walled and well defended, they're kind of just preying on the outlying areas.
Gower, way over to the east. Okay.
But he says he thinks that they must be, the raids have been so frequent that they must be here in numbers. He says.
Okay, that's like 3-4 days away, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah. So sort of, if you're looking at the map here, they're sort of in the vicinity of. What is that? Lake Denobi? The Lake Dangby is what it's called. It's sort of in. So they're sort of in the vicinity of Lake Denby is where he thinks they're at.
Oh, okay.
So there's
right here in Wranglerfen, right? Correct.
In yeah. So you're in Lankerfan right now as you're having this conversation. Yeah, because the party's already gone south to Forest Heart, which we'll get to in a minute.
Oh, so there's more.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Here we go. Okay, so you guys know I'm putting a token for the goals here, so you know that there's goals in that location roughly. And then so you have there's a second message that you have. He says, I was also asked to give you this, and he hands you a note. And the note is written in the same hand as the one you got last time you were in the city. And it says, which, is where you figure is probably Lady Drakarn's hand. And it says, the job offer still stands. Look for an orange flag in the window in the merchant's quarter. So you have an option, so the rest of the party has already at this point, you'll hear later as you're kind of leaving the tavern, that they fought some kind of dark undead creature in the temple, while you were in here talking to this guy and making deals with him, and they have gone to court. They were summoned by the emperor, so they've gone to Emperor Latreem's court, and the party has decided and been given the emperor's direction to head south to Forest Heart in search of an ancient tomb. So the question is, do you want to go with them and search for the ancient tomb, or do you want to stay here and do the job, or find out about the job?
We're gonna get sweet magic gadgets.
Now, does the goals now? Your Gower is still defended, correct?
Yeah. So he says they haven't really gone within bowshot of the city walls, or spear's throw of the city walls is what he said, because they don't really use bows as much.
There's a possible job in Langerfen,
yeah. So there's some intrigue in the city that Lady Drakarn wants to get you involved in. And then there's the option to go to the tomb, go to the south and search the tomb.
Well, as much as I want to do a job here, my bond with Dram Stroker means that he's helpless without me.
Okay.
Jack
that's true. All right. So you decide to stick with the party, so we'll catch you up in a second. And the courier says, do you want me to bring any message back to our friend in Gower?
I'm gonna tell when you go past was that Void Marsh?
Yeah.
Okay, there is a stash of weapons we took from the undead that might be useful for the people in Gower and some of our boys to increase them. So I hit a stash in the Void Marsh.
All right, yeah, perfect. So they'll take that. What
It's an
kind of
alternate kind of like thing. They're not like excellent weapons, but they're like extra things that would be useful because they're like the things that these weird creatures when we assaulted down whatever down below, they all these things were like armed and stuff like that. They had all these weapons and stuff. I made a stash right in the Void Marsh and I tell them where it's at.
Okay,
Because
so
remember we couldn't take all the things back. So
right, I'm trying to think what the weapons would be. So I'm assuming it's from your battle with
undead.
it's the Thrall and the Soulless mainly their weapons.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got some old nasty suits of plate armor that'll have to be cleaned out. You got some rusty axes, and you've got some of those barbed spears. What's that?
It'll help the boys defend against the Gull and possibly even the city.
All right. Yeah. So they'll go and search for that for sure. He says he'll let Edgar know.
And I'll put a little apology note on the orange window so I can run off down south.
Okay. What do you write exactly?
The Emperor's decree that we search the forest heart with Dram Stroker, and since I inherited his flame, I must protect him.
All right, very well. So you leave the message, and then you guys head south to Forest Heart. So you're, I'm gonna say you traveling a little bit behind the party, but not far. So they, kind of bushwhack their way through Forest Heart, and you're sort of following their trail. They make surprisingly good time. The Emperor and his Chamberlain, who you spoke to, made it seem like they were going to be searching the forest for weeks, but you see when the party's trail, once they get into the forest, they kind of follow straight, like almost like an arrow, southeast, like they know exactly where they're going. And so you follow their trail and you get to this place, and you hear them fighting ahead at one point, and you kind of hustle up and you get to the party, and you hear this voice just as you're arriving on the scene that says, "Come." Okay, so now you're caught up. Let's go back to yay.
So I was tired, and and all the brush and stuff like that to run to catch up. I took 4 points of damage.
Okay, fair enough. Awesome. All right, market experience for that. Why not? Okay, and then we are going to let me put you guys back on that map. 1 second. And I'll move you guys up to the building, so hopefully you can see that building there.
I can see the doorway.
There's a building. Okay, and I also posted a short video of what it looks like. There's like a little 3D animation that I posted in the Wind Age chat. If you scroll up a little bit. Yeah, so that's the entrance to the Tomb of Mazarin. So before you guys, there's this very ancient temple that kind of, it's like a very small building that kind of disappears into the jungle on the southern outskirts of the. Oh, I gotta put Jack's Pug 1 second.
Help! He's here, but he's not. That's the devil hunter for you.
I'm in Dram Stroker's shadow.
So you are supposed to kill Dram, and you ended up saving him.
Yeah, also, but not till the end. He has to want me to kill him.
Whoa. Oh.
That way I can inherit his full power.
Right. Okay, so before you guys stand
it has to be willing.
Right.
This is like a pass down the flame.
Yeah.
So ahead of you guys, there's this ancient marble building that kind of just emerges out of the jungle, and the doors, as you guys approach, the double doors at the front creak open, and beyond in that first chamber, you see a glowing portal, just like a blue swirl, and it has this faint kind of like eerie sound to it, like a, I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's like a kind of like almost like a hissing, humming sound, if that makes sense.
Okay, I would like to spit a fireball at it, like to see if it goes through.
Okay. Yeah. So you can.
You can spit fire. Cool.
You're using portals.
What do you? How do you?
I'm using no, because I'm Teostra. Remember, because I'm the druid. I'm still in my
Oh, that's right. You're still the lion dragon thing.
I'm still the lion dragon. That's why I
Okay,
was. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
so go ahead. So you go ahead and breathe fire, and you can see the fire disappearing through the portal. And then, if you want to maintain that shape, you can roll another shape change roll.
Oh, thank you.
Jack dives through. It's our destiny.
Okay.
Oh my god! I don't keep the thing because I'm just like fuck.
You failed. Okay.
No. I said that I don't want to keep the form because he's just like, we're going in, and I'm like,
Oh, okay, got it. All right. Okay, so Jack leaps into the portal and disappears. Who's next?
I'm gonna kind of walk in slowly and like kind of look around before jumping into the portal.
Okay.
It's like the
yeah,
building is holding the portal, almost like it's barely a building. It's just a building for the portal.
All right.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I don't want to like rip the whole. Oh, I made it through. Okay, good.
Huh?
I was afraid I was going to rip the door off or something.
Yeah. So the building is basically just big enough to house this portal into some other place.
Jack, why do you have to be a punk?
So Jack goes in. So Veronza, you go in and you look around the room. There are
spout lore about. Do I know anything about the? I guess it's not even in the temple because it's a.
Yeah, you can spout lore about the temple if you want.
I turn to Rufus and I say,
maybe spout lore about portals.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I guess portals seem more important now that my friends have gone through. Like
Okay,
fool.
so roll the spout lore.
And you're just a little low. I'm picking. You're pretty low on my end.
It's a little bit hard to hear you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not Andy. Ahmed.
Okay. Oh, I had you turned down actually.
Yeah, Ahmed's been really quiet.
Yeah, Ahmed's like
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm using a different mic.
Okay. So what did you roll on your spout lore?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say before I could run into the portal, but before I do, I turn around to Rufus and I say, "Hey, Rufus, you put the pour in portal," and then I jump through the portal.
Okay.
Holy shit!
So let me
our entire team just jumped in portals.
So Rufus, let me give you Rufus. Let me give you your lore. So you haven't seen this design of portal before, but it reminds you of something that is rumored to have existed in ages past. You know, during the Age of Reason. You know, more than 1,000 years ago, called a world knot. World knot are magical pylons that they're relics that allow near instantaneous movement from one place to another. For thousands of years, these knots were used by both the light and the dark in their constant conflict with each other. How do you know about the world knots?
Is it like that? Like a knot, like a tied knot?
Exactly, yeah. That's how they're spelled.
It is. It's like ley lines that are tangled. Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. I know this because my grandmother was a druid, and so she was really into ley lines and to astrology, and she might have known, some relative of our new druid. What's
interesting. Veronza.
What's your druid's name? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Veronza.
Oh, it is just Veronza. Oh, I've got Veronza on my sheet here. Yeah. Okay, so Veronza.
So,
all right.
Veronza, what was your relationship with Rufus's grandmother?
She was my teacher's teacher.
All right, very good. Okay, yeah. So you guys probably have heard of each other indirectly years before you met.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah. So you guys, so everybody slept through the portal at this point except for you, Rufus, and Skeeter. So you think this is some kind of transportation?
Slip through. Oh,
you did. My bad. Okay.
And I was like, "What the fuck is around here?"
Okay, so sorry. So you can, so you look around this little chamber, And you can, if you look at the video in the chat, you can kind of see what the inside of it looks like. There's this sort of font where there would have been like it looks like maybe water could have come up, or it could have been a place where you placed an icon over on the left wall there. And there's these sort of there's these enchanted glowing blue sort of lanterns that are hanging on either side of the door that just burn with this eternal flame. There's not much else in the room as far as I recall.
All right, sweet. Well, I tell Skeeter I have serious misgivings. I can't believe this, Skeeter. Did you see what they just done? Oh man, it's too much for me, Skeeter. Are you ready?
Okay,
You
and
come
so
with me,
that
ain't you?
door is the portal.
Yeah, so there's two doors. So the outer door is the door for the building, and then the inner door is the portal.
All right, so yeah, Skeeter and Rufus will jump through the portal.
Okay.
All right, and then I just kind of like look around and just go.
So this is the portal right here. The black one here.
Correct. Yeah.
But there's
So
the eternal flame in here.
Yes. Yeah. So there's like lanterns. There's lanterns on the walls on either side of the portal.
yeah.
So
I
what
look
you're
at
telling me is I have an infinite power source to draw.
I couldn't understand that. What?
So you're saying I have an infinite power source to draw energy from? That's what you're saying?
You could try.
yes, master. I have
Alright,
faith
yeah.
in you.
I start to chant.
Okay. Well, sorry. You said.
I step out of range.
Okay. You said.
I step far out of range and behind cover.
Okay. I guess this would be a Zuko style. What are you trying to direct the flame to do?
Oh, I don't know. Be my servant.
Okay. The flame refuses your command. And you sense that actually the energy that animates the lanterns is not in fact drawn from fire. It is not in tune with your runestone. It's otherworldly. It doesn't burn like an actual flame would burn. Okay, so everybody at this point has gone through except for Veranza. You're gonna go through?
I just kind of go. I take the moment and I kind of look at it, going. I say ley lines, right?
Yeah.
And
Nobody's come out yet to tell you whether it's safe.
Right.
No one's gotten laid.
Nobody's got laid, but what I want to think is the door big enough for my form?
Yes. Yeah, it's a double door.
Okay. Just I couldn't really tell in the things to shapeshifter. I get 2 holds.
Okay. Are you switching back to that the lion dragon?
Back.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna I'll be like, oh, mother truckers, and I walk through.
All right, let me move everybody to the interior. Give me 1 second.
And as I'm coming in, you hear me mumbling like all like these idiots that don't take two. Like I'm just mumbling to myself, like
so
I got them here so safely.
Yeah.
And they're just being stupid.
All right, so we're gonna handle this in the order that you guys came in. So Jack, you step into this shimmering blue, and it kind of like rises up around you, and you feel like lightheaded, like everything's bright, and you feel like it almost feels like the flame when you wield it, like this power kind of like flowing through your veins, or you're flowing through it, and then. When the light fades, you're standing in this room, and it kind of has this ornamental look, like a temple. Like the walls are all marble. It's got these great large columns, and the room, in addition to your fire that you bring with you, is lit by the glow of these ghostly warrior figures that are floating along the walls on either side of you. What do you do?
I draw it with burning brand.
Okay.
I linger with the power. I haven't picked my 5th level thing yet.
Okay, go ahead and roll your burning brand, I guess.
9.
Okay, what tags are you choosing?
It's going to be thrown near and +1 damage.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you draw this burning flame. The warriors don't flinch or move as you conjure this power. They stand at attention like sentries. And you can see their kind of just teal blue glowing empty eye sockets following you around the room. Drem, you come in charging in next. What's it?
Oh, sorry, I just wanted to. If we're going in order, I didn't mean to interrupt. You can go ahead.
That's okay. Yeah, so Drem, you come in next. You see this. What do you do? Jack is there, standing there holding a flame, but it doesn't seem like there's a fight.
I go up to Jack.
Okay. All right. And at this point, we're going to let everybody else come through. So the fight hasn't immediately started. You guys all come into the room and you see these sentinels standing around the room. On the southern wall of the room, there is a huge, enormous, like 20-foot high, almost I don't know. It's like a face on the wall, like almost like I want to say like a bust, but it's not really a whole bust. It's just that it's just a head. Yeah, like a mask on the wall. It's a huge. Thank you. There's a huge like mask that
is it a god representation we know, like a kind of thing.
Yeah, in fact, you recognize it, Rufus, as an early depiction of the Lady of Light, your deity.
Wow, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Can I tell more about monsters, about these sentinels?
Absolutely, go for it.
Okay, I took familiar prey, so I'm going to use wisdom to do this spout lore.
Okay.
I still roll a fail.
Okay. Yeah. So you've never heard of these kind of spectral undead before. The undead in the stories, they always are armies of these slowly marching, corpulent creatures. And sometimes they have strange poisons and things like that. And you've heard of like otherworldly entities, but you've never heard reliable stories of actual ghosts. So this is something new.
Can I do the same, like spout lore?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Let's see, because two of you guys made this move. So when you fail the move, something interesting happens. Let's see.
Oh yeah, right. I had a fail, baby. I had a fail.
Right. Let's think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna say one of them floats, Bronza, as you're looking around. One of them floats forward and approaches the party. And it says "come," and Veranza, you look at this ghostly figure, and you see it's clearly, obviously it's a ghost, right? It's an undead warrior, and you recognize the regalia as belonging to an early order of sort of like this blue armor that sort of resembles the armor of the Legion. The foot soldiers of the land, the Caithbrug Empire. So that you see that you kind of recognize their armor as like being related to that. That's about as much as you can tell from looking at this figure.
And that's that was the order that was when Dark took over, right?
Yeah, so this uniform has been used by the Legion for thousands upon thousands of years.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know that you guys are the tomb that you guys are in belonged to the first Avatara, who is sort of like the initial hero that led the light against the dark. But you guys also
going to at this point when I see the regalia, I unshift.
Okay.
And I say, and I kind of like look back at them and go, it's the Legion.
Okay.
And
I didn't mean to interrupt you, sorry.
yeah, and I basically look at them like they're all my children, like, get in line and follow me.
All right. Yeah, so he gestures just says follow me, and then he walks over here. You guys also, this is the first time you guys have encountered any kind of undead that hasn't attacked you on sight.
Mhm.
So that may be a little strange. And he floats up to the store, and then he turns and he waits for you guys.
I'm going
The
because
door
I
is like a
recognize-
big ornate kind of like gothic double door. And he says please, and he gestures like for you to open the door.
Okay.
Okay. Can you open the door?
In.
Okay, yeah, there you
There
go.
it is.
I really quick before we do it, just like just for my own goodwill, I'm going to use the rote guidance. It's it's like the little cleric cantrip where it just makes an arrow going in the direction that, I mean, it's up to you how to interpret it, I guess, but it's let me see, it's
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and spit out the move. Let's see what it does.
Here it is. The symbol of your deity appears before you and gestures towards the direction or course of action your deity would have you take, then disappears. The message is through gesture only. Your communication through the spell is severely limited. It's basically like they might point at something or, you know.
Okay, yeah, so you see that you cast the spell, and then the figure in front of you guiding you glows brighter for a moment.
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right. So
I knew it, guys. We should totally trust this dude. He's cool.
Yeah, I open door. Yeah.
Oh, I should mention also, after you guys step through, the portal has gone inactive. It's now dark and quiet in this room,
Uh-oh.
where it was glowing moments before.
Before we leave the room, can I look in the well? Is there anything in the well?
Roll me
I don't even know what that is. I don't know.
Roll me a discern realities. It is in fact a well, yeah.
Okay. Is that on a specific stat? Does it do that auto stat? It's a sportsman.
It should do it automatically if you have it wired out your sheet. If not, it's wisdom.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead and you can ask your questions now, or you can hold it. Do you want to ask, or do you want to hold it?
Okay, so I'm gonna say what here is useful or valuable to me?
Okay. Let's see. So you look down the well. You can see that there's no, there once was some kind of magical system that raised water up to the level where people could just drink out of this like a fountain. But you can see like the ancient runes are still there. And there's you get the sense from, with your Fearbulg senses, you kind of look all the way down, and with your night vision, you can see that there's water down there, and it doesn't smell dank. It smells like clean, fresh water.
Oh, okay. How far does the drop?
It's about 50 feet.
Ooh. Oh, okay. What here is not what it appears to be.
I would say that, okay, I'm gonna answer that by way of moving the party along here. So you guys are, I'm assuming, following this guy, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and move your tokens to the next room here.
To the left?
Yeah.
To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the front, to the front.
Okay.
To the back,
So
to the back.
Rufus, you notice as the party leads into this next room, which is kind of like a chapel, like a temple, that one of these guards who is standing by the wall turns and like falls in and follows in a line, behind the party, like bringing up the rear. And you sense that, you kind of sense his eyes on you, like he's watching you closely. He's watching you all closely, like expecting you to do something that you shouldn't.
Ooh. Boys, I don't know. This guy in the back, he's giving me the side eye pretty hard back here. I think we're being judged. Let's try and be real careful. Let's nobody spit on nothing, or let's try not to desecrate any graves. I would say let's just take her easy. Can we take her easy? Let's take her easy.
Well, you are the ones that jumped into this freaking portal.
Sorry, I don't have precognition, ma'am. I'm terribly sorry.
So this chapel is a temple to the Lady of Light. The Lady of Light's temples are sometimes split into two halves. One is sort of like a room of meditation, usually that has good exposure to sunlight or is open to the air in some way, so that the sun, the morning light or noonday light can filter in. And the other is like a house of worship where people can sit and be led in prayer. And in many temples they're together, but in this you don't see the light coming from outside. You only see the prayer aspect. So it's kind of dark and closed in here. You see candles along the walls, in high kind of sconces, but none of them are lit, unlike the blue glowing enchanted torches in the other room. These are ordinary candles. They're all just sitting there dark and quiet. And you see at the north end of the room, there's the altar, and there is statues, icons of the lady. And then the soldier is waiting for you at a door at the southern end of the room.
Is there any way I could I don't know, maybe do another spout lore, talk to my buddies here? Like, do we know anything about the Lady of Light? Does she have any blessings or anything you're supposed to do? My god is word.
Yeah, go for it.
So I may not know this god well. Like,
Yeah,
has
go for
anybody
it.
got good intelligence? Anybody? My intelligence is
my intelligence is
What do we
I
roll
do it.
again?
Spout lore.
I have a
lore.
16.
Yeah, let's have one person roll.
Yeah,
Who's gonna roll?
I have
Yeah.
my intelligence.
You
Let
might
me
be better.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, you might be better. I'm just wondering, like they're watching us, like we might do something wrong, and
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we do whatever
Yep.
the Lady of Light
Oh,
wants.
nope.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Golly.
The soldier follows you guys into the room, and this door swings closed. And this door swings open. They move on their own. And if there was something that you were supposed to do, you're not sure what it was, but you have the feeling you may not have done it quite right.
Okay.
Uh-oh. All right, now this is just a thought, guys, but I think like maybe we might have fucked up. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
All right.
Oh, geez, Skeeter, it's gonna be all right, buddy.
Now, as a druid, because I'm a druid too.
Oh, don't forget you also have one more hold on your discern realities.
Oh, so can I do it about the location then? Sort of like, okay, what is about to happen? Please, what are they gonna do?
Okay. Yeah. So these things, these warriors, you think are guardians of the tomb, and whatever's interred here, as soon as you disturb it, you think they're going to be on you.
Which is kind of our plan. We're planning on getting items, right?
So they're escorting you for now because you've been invited in by the ghost who you presume to be Mazarin himself, the great echoing voice. So he obviously wants to talk to you, and he's aware of your presence. But you know that you're not allowed to take anything with you.
Yet.
What if we resurrected him? I have the resurrection spell, sort of technically, as a 3rd level spell. I have two first.
Jack the Mighty has already taken some of the flame as you pass through the portal.
Okay. We'll see how that pans out in a minute.
Is it like a goddish type thing? That's not something that can be resurrected, right? Is that something different?
Yeah, we'll get to that when you guys find the body.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We have to find the body first.
All right.
Yeah, so
they're going to get jumped if we.
Yeah, so there's the ghostly warriors here are leading you south into this chamber here.
I just kind of like look at them and say, like, just stop. And right. I'll go in.
Yeah. Ooh,
okay.
Keep on heading on.
All right. So he leads you guys into.
Okay.
Okay. So he leads you guys into this room. So a couple things that you can see here. There's this huge, heavy stone door here that has runes and like scriptural writings all over it. On the southwestern wall here. On the eastern side, there's like an iron. I want to call it a portcullis, but it's more like a gate. Like it doesn't come down; it swings sideways. There's like an iron gate, and on the other end of this gate, there's this long, stretched out, narrow hallway that has arrow slits along the right-hand side that you can see as you look down the hallway through the gate, and then it makes a right turn at the end of the hallway down there in the darkness. And then over here, there's an arrow slit, actually a pair of arrow slits that look into another room here. And through the arrow slits, you can see this kind of it's sort of like this sort of antechamber. There is, two of those blue glowing torches illuminating sort of like a reliquary. There's like these towers of ancient like artifacts, but they're not like you guys would think of like weapons. They're like the sacred remains of the people that are interred here. There's little like trinkets and things like that that are interred in these reliquaries, sort of on either side of these two massive sets of double doors, iron doors and stone doors.
Question.
Yes.
Are there any living creatures around?
Do you have some kind of sense of that?
The reason I'm asking is this. If I could speak to them,
Okay.
I would be able to be like, what's going on?
Okay. There's nothing that can hear you from where you are.
Got it.
Another thing that you guys notice about this room is you're looking through the arrow slits. So arrow slits are kind of directional. There's like on one side you can kind of like maneuver and fire at different angles, and on the other side it's just like a very narrow hole in the wall. You guys are on the angled side. So whoever was, whatever this arrow slit was designed to defend against would be on the other side of this wall. If that makes sense.
And is that all the ones that look like windows? Those are arrow slits?
Yes. Well, yes. Yep.
Gotcha. And by right side, like we're looking down, or do you mean this side of the room has got several of them going down the wall here?
So the window icons, you guys can see the window icons, right, on the map?
Yeah.
Okay, so the window icons are arrow slits. This here is a huge old stone door with runes all over it.
Okay.
And you can see, if you kind of scoot over and peek through the arrow slit from the side, you can see that there's another iron double door over here. And looking at, who was it that made I guess Rufus, you're sort of the expert. You made the discern realities. You notice, so this stone door here, that's a mausoleum door that's designed to prevent undead from rising, which means two things. One, it is enchanted with runes so that an undead creature may not open it, and two, it can only be opened from this side.
Is that these double doors on the left side?
Yes, and the other doors in here have a similar design.
But not the portcullis at the right over here?
Correct.
Yeah. Is it locked, kind of a thing? Is it just heavy, or what is
it's very heavy. It's not locked. It is barred. Like there's a mechanism, but it's not like you need a key.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, guys. What do you guys think? We're gonna set off some shit here somewhere.
I wonder is because we only have one of them in here.
Are the legionnaires, are they armed with ranged weapons as well?
They look like they are carrying swords.
Okay.
Inferior weapons.
Sorry, what was your question, Veranza?
No, it's do the ghosts have to open? Like
they
have
can't
to go?
Open. They can't
No.
open. That's the thing. They can't open them. That's the rune things. They're designed so the undead can't open them.
Wasn't done.
Sorry.
The doors that we're going in and out of, right? Would the soldiers be able, like, if I close that door, can they just like go through the door without having to open it?
Which door? The stone door or the other door behind you?
Like the door we just came through.
Since you,
Check.
yeah, I would say the one that you just came through, you know that they can go through that door. It doesn't have any special protections. This one, you're not sure. The big stone door.
Okay. But if I were to close the door, would anybody else know what's going on in the room we're in?
Oh, in other words, can the spirits hear you?
Or, yeah, could they hear us and or get to us if we barred that door?
If you were going to bar a door to prevent them from getting to you, it would be that door, not the chapel door.
So open that door and then get in there.
Right. But like I said, it can only be opened from this side.
The side we're on.
Yes.
Can I spout lore to see if I recognize the runes?
So I already told you what the runes do. Yeah.
Yeah, they're they keep out the undead.
They keep out the undead, but how to like activate them?
It's sort of like a passive ward. There's nothing. I'm not going to make you roll again for that because you guys already have the information.
Okay.
There's nothing you can do to like invoke them or channel them or anything like that. It's just a passive protection. You know, ghosts cannot pass this spot.
So if we open up, even if we opened up that door, like we can just physically open up that door if we could. There's nothing like that saying like if I do something on these runes, the door will magically open.
Right. No. It opens through ordinary means.
Got it.
Okay. And it's not warded against you guys. You can tell.
Right. There's a part of me. Okay, so if I shapeshift and pull open that door. And he's just standing there. He's not telling us like where to go.
He's indicating that you guys should open this big stone door.
All right. Jack opens the door.
He's waiting silently by the door. Okay. Go ahead and open the door. I think you guys should be able to do that, right?
There.
Okay, it's open. All right, and he floats through ahead of you and goes and waits by this next door.
So previously, these guys don't seem to be able to interact with the material world very well.
Right. But you did see the chapel doors open and shut by themselves. But obviously, this door they wouldn't be able to interact with.
Right now, you said that it kind of turns this way, but he's standing at these doors, right? He's standing here.
This one, right?
The guard behind you says, "If you wish to leave again, with your mortal forms, one of you must remain." This is the one behind you speaking.
I will remain. Does that mean just stay here?
You have to stay in this room, yeah, or at least stay outside that double door.
Here. I stay outside the double door then, and I sit cross-legged and I meditate.
Okay. Okay, he's remained, so he's going to take up station on the other side of the arrow slit here with his back to the wall here. So he's kind of watching you, but he's also watching this door. And then the spirit is now waiting for you to open this door, which is an iron gate, Jack. This one does not have runes on it.
Okay, is there anything down the hallway?
Yeah, so you turn down the hallway, you see that there's another iron gate similar to the one on the other side, and it goes down a long hallway. One thing you notice, there are arrow slits on both the inside and the outside in this. Oh no, wait, no, there's not. Never mind. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong part of the map here. Yeah, so there's yeah, so on this side it's just solid wall all the way down. And on this side, you see more arrow slits, and there's a blue glow coming through the arrow slits, kind of like down here. You can kind of see it illuminating the hall faintly.
Okay, but
and you hear that kind of
an elf, as an elf, wouldn't I have dark vision?
Yeah, so you can see clearly down the hall with your low light vision, and it
Okay.
terminates at a corner up here. You can go ahead and open the door.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you should be able to see down. You can see down to here, right?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's you can see with your low light vision. You can see down there. You can see that this area there's this blue glow that fills the hallway, and it's coming from the other side of this wall where the arrow slits are.
Okay, and if I look through the arrow slits,
This is just a
basically-
giant trap, right? They're waiting. We go in there, we open up
Yeah.
whatever room it is, and then there's going to be a bunch of guys with these arrows. shooting at us
it's
from there.
basically the things that we killed, like, and I kind of come back and say, like because I can see through the arrow slits, right?
Yeah, so you can move along there and look through if you want. See what's there.
Right, and I see that, like, the glowy things that we killed, are surrounding a tomb with another ghost on top of it.
Right, so it's not quite right. Yeah, so you go head down the right corridor here, and again the arrow slits are all pointing inward, so you would be
Right.
on the defender's side, from your perspective right now. You're looking in and you see this great long mausoleum. There's these great pillars, and there are these table plinths with urns on either side here, all lined up neatly in a row with inscriptions in a language that you can't read. And there are these vaults in the floor, which are like burial. What do I say? They're like tombs, basically. They're grave markers, but it's like flat on the floor. It's not like you think of like a modern gravestone. So you have these flat vaults on the floor where somebody's interred, and then in the center here there is a ghost in the regalia of the Avatara, floating above a kind of sarcophagus with a censer burning blue in front of it, and candles all around. And there's a plinth on the other side of the sarcophagus that holds a glowing book.
We need the book.
The ghostly figure, as you come in, Jack says, "For what purpose do you disturb my tomb?"
The Emperor has decreed that the forces of darkness will annihilate mankind, and we need your assistance.
That will not happen, he says. And I cannot aid you. I am above matters of light and dark. That is behind me now. What do you do?
Does your book tell anything that can help us?
He's totally unhelpful. Somebody parlay.
Yeah. You guys gonna have to. So what do you, in order to...
So I keep him occupied while somebody else comes up and talks to him.
Okay, so who's gonna come up and talk to him?
I have 0 charisma.
I have negative charisma. Give me a shot. Oh, wait.
I have negative charisma, too.
By the way, Skeeter's kind of trapped in the doors back there, just so you know.
Okay. I moved him out of the door. You should be able to move him now, hopefully.
Big creatures indoors don't work well.
Yeah, there you go. Brother, I hear you. I understand where you're coming from. We'd all like to get out of the game, but I mean, you don't hate the player, you hate the game. You step out, I understand, but all the forces of light are gonna die. We're in a real bad, we're in a tight spot, boys. We're a real tight spot. Let me tell you. It ain't nothing I ain't been for.
I could parlay. I'm supposed to build up to something better.
Yeah, so
I'm attempting to parlay.
Okay, so to parlay, you have to have something to offer. What are you offering him?
Oh, I say that I'm a cleric of word, and that I could commune and ready a spell of resurrection to resurrect him or someone he cares about. That we would give him we would give him a boon. If he would ask us to do any task for him, he's undead. He's obviously sort of staying indoors these days. Maybe he wants us to do something for him. Go, deliver something to a relative that's still alive. Or, like I said, I could cast a spell for him and
All right,
raise.
go ahead and roll parlay. I gotta think about this.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really bad.
No, you're fine.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay, you get +1, which is still only a 6.
All right.
He says, I am beyond mortal healing. For 10,000 years, I have stood watch over this tomb. You would have me break the bonds of my guardianship. And he says, you may leave here alive, but should you take the artifact that is here, I will be compelled to try to stop you.
All these arrows.
Somebody can
boys are going to be in on this, guys. This is going to be wild.
Somebody can spout lore if they want to identify the artifact. By the way,
in the book, that sounds like a good idea. Is somebody you are a smart girl druid. I'll do it, but I'm not super smart. I'm just
okay. What am I doing?
I totally know about books, dude. No, I know about books. Listen to me here. Listen to me. This is a cool book. That's a damn cool book right there. Grandma, tell me about books back then.
Okay, the
Nana was a sweetheart.
1 second.
Don't you say nothing about Nana.
So you see that the book was written by the runes on the book are in the language of the Kaliak, which is a race of sort of powerful, almost godlike folk that occupied these lands long before they became the realms of men and long before they were overrun by the dark. And you know that the Great Devoid, which is on the world map, it's like a huge chasm, is said to have been the result of a battle between the Kaliak and the Dark. The Kaliak destroyed themselves rather than be taken by the Dark. This is one of the artifacts that they have left behind in the world to aid the side of light, but it can also be a weapon in the hands of the Dark. It is called the Total Codex. It is a book of the past, present, and future. How do you know that?
Bazooka Joe.
This is Veronza. Have you heard about what legends have you heard about the Total Codex?
The Total Codex. I have during my training in Haka, to commune with everything, it was kind of brought up in the teachings, right? It like bits and pieces when you're trying to take care of these ancient guardians, and the ancient guardians are there for the light.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to go so far as to say there is a prophecy that the world will turn to the light when the Total Codex is found again.
Right, and that's what that wasn't like the main point of what we were learning, but that's how we knew about it. Like it was like the minute detail.
All right, so what do you guys do? He's forbidden you from taking the Codex, or at least said that he will be compelled to prevent you from leaving should you try to take it. But you also know of this prophecy.
I say, unfortunately. Come on. I'm gonna have to do.
Let's come over here and have a little powwow. Come over here. Hey, fellas, can let's go in the previous room here. I really want to have a little quartet with you, brothers, sister. Let's talk this for a second.
Wait, well, one moment, because I'm not even in that room. I'm in the hallway.
Well, I just stepped out of the room. I was in the room talking to him, and then I stepped out of the room.
Okay, so we're here.
Do you mind, Jack? Just so we're private, a little private over her.
So is that the book we need to defeat the dark?
Yes.
Just come here.
I say it out loud.
All right, look.
And I just mark back there. We need that book.
If one of us
Oh
is
my
out here,
God.
maybe we can.
I go.
Man. But
You're old.
Take a
You
chill,
don't care
man.
about this world
Come here,
anymore.
man.
You need to borrow the book to save the world.
Man, don't do that, dude. Dude, please. Come on now, dude. Wait a minute, dude.
Okay. The two of you were driving.
I'm casting
but
magic
yeah,
weapon. I'm
I
casting
have
magic
3
weapon.
holds. I shapeshift. I shut them both up.
Well,
What's that?
You better be an octopus.
You can't change somebody else's shape.
No, me. Like,
Oh, okay.
I shapeshift, and I basically.
He's he's
Big
in the
win.
room over here. He's fucking with the ghost. He just stepped to the ghost who's like standing on the
And I
grave.
grab
Okay, so you guys are arguing over here. V, what are you shapeshifting into?
my
Giant
chimera.
Your dragon line. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Jack, you're walking towards the ghost. So the ghost, hovers motionless as you approach. What do you do?
Jack,
I go up to him and say, "Hey,
Jack, let's think this through, buddy.
we need this book to save the world. You don't even care about the world."
He says,
buddy, come here, buddy.
He says, I may not let you take this, but I will instruct one of you in its use.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, we've got our fire wizard. He's a wizard, right? Or can you train just anybody that does the magic? I do cleric stuff. She does druid stuff. We've got a fire guy.
Dram is the best. You should teach him.
Yeah.
Fire guy. Don't blow
Jack,
up the wood, buddy.
Jack believes in Dram. So I'll be right back. And he goes he goes to Dram, who's meditating and farting. And I say,
he's supposed to stay there. We have to have someone stay there.
That's
I'll stay here.
why. Yeah.
Dram, you're the prophecy. You're the master. You must fulfill the prophecy. The ghost will teach you the lessons to save the world.
Hey, that sounds crazy, but okay. I go in. I'll go and talk to the ghost.
I'll meditate for you.
One of us has to go back out there, right?
Go ahead, Dram.
Somebody go out there, or are we going to get in trouble?
Yeah, so Jack has gone out there.
Okay.
Jack's out there now.
All right.
So I go to the ghost.
Okay, so go ahead and move your pog, Dram, this way.
Oh, right on.
I thank M-Man, Dr. M. What's his name? Marylands? What's his name? I thank him for allowing us this compromise. Really appreciate it, dude.
It's a Mazarin name.
Mazarin. Wow,
I thought he was like that Pepto-Bismol thing.
So
you're such a mensch, brother. Let me tell you, thank you so much.
So Mazarin turns to the rest of you guys once Dram Stoker approaches, and he says, "You may wait outside."
Oh, okay, sure. I go on out. Get out your hair, my brother.
Get out of my hair.
Out
Jack's
of your
gonna
hair.
fucking tear the temple down if Dram something bad happens to him.
The door swings shut behind Dram as Rufus exits.
All right.
This is not supposed to happen.
Yeah, so the Mazarin, the first Avatar, and by you guys, by the way, guys, this is like, this guy's like the legendary savior of all of civilization, right? This is like speaking to the ghost of Christ, for lack of a better analogy, right? Like this is like a big deal. So but this figure stands before you, resplendent in his Avatar robes and armor, holding his scepter of office, and he peers down at you, Dram, and kind of hovers up and looms over you. And he says, "The future is written, Dram Stoker.
Hello?
Would you know your own end?"
I take off my hat. I take off my hat, and I hold it in my hands and like kind of like squeeze it like a sponge, and go humming, 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 humming. I say, don't. I hope not. I'd like to live a long life.
All right. He reaches out and he places these kind of cold, glowing, skeletal hands around your throat. And
Ooh.
your mind kind of like rises to another place, and the pain sears through your body, and you get visions and images, thousands and thousands of years flash by in an instant, and you see great battles won and lost. You see the turn of the comet and the coming of the light in the dark. You see Jack and Rufus and Veranza and Dram. You see all of you rise as undead and destroy civilization, laying waste to everything that you've strove to protect. And you see, the heroes that will eventually end your reign of terror. And through this, you learn the knowledge of the Total Codex, and it's like seared into your mind. And you know how to command this thing. Total Codex has the following mechanics. Let's see. When you consult the Total Codex, roll plus intelligence. On a 10 or higher, you gain a useful insight into the past, present, or future. So you name a topic and then you roll. On a 10 or higher, you gain a useful insight. On a 7 to 9, you learn something unexpected. It's on you to make it useful. On a 6 or less, you learn something that you wish you hadn't. You're given to understand from this sort of vision that what is written in the Total Codex cannot be changed. Once you read from it, that moment is set in the skein of history. No matter what you do, there's no avoiding it, if that makes sense.
Okay, and what am I rolling? I'm sorry.
So what are you rolling for? So this is...
You said something like if you got 10...
No, this is for Dram. So Dram, if he if he consults the Total Codex, he makes a roll to decide how effective his usage is, whether he finds out what he wants to know or finds out something that he shouldn't know, perhaps, and can't do anything about.
I am the Kwisatz Haderach.
Kind of, yeah. So you have to have possession of this book in order to use this ability. And Mazarin directs you. He says, "Go and consult the Codex." What do you do?
You're
I
on
will
consultation.
consult the Codex.
Okay, what do you...
About? What do I have to ask? What do you guys want to know? What do we need to know? The purpose of consulting the Total Codex was to find something out about the disease, right? How to cure the disease.
Well, you guys didn't know the Total Codex was here when you set out. You came here looking for artifacts that would help you in your fight against the dark. So anything you guys think it's useful for.
That's what I'm going to do, though. For the first intelligence roll.
Okay.
I consult the Total Codex.
Okay.
I get an 8, so I learned something about the world.
Okay, so you learned something about this disease. You read you find first a passage that says that in the lands of men, they once cremated the bodies to try to prevent them from rising, but they found that the creatures that arose from the ashes were much more terrible than the corporeal enemies that they were used to fighting. Oh, so that's the first reference defined. Do you want to read on?
Yes.
Okay. You see one among the devil slayers company aided the enemy. You wish to read on?
One among the devils. Wait, is that us?
Jack has been given the title of Devil Slayer.
Right, exactly. I wish to read on.
Okay. He says it says they were given to the leveler the ashes of those that had fallen in the defense of Gower. They were brought to the secret home of the secret resting place of the Watcher, Belal, and Belal grew new children. Belal raised new children more terrible than ever that had been seen upon this world. You want to read on?
Yeah, hell's yeah. It's just getting good.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting close here. What's going on? Like, come on.
All right.
So this is Bilal's. The disease is Bilal's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is one of what we've established. One of the Devil Slayers company has aided the dark in gaining the ashes of the fallen, it is said that the secret home of Belal, whose location is not named, is where the children rise, and it says that those horrifying children, it describes to a T the ash creatures that you fought, like the one at the temple that infected your Nan. It says that and the creatures blew west upon the wind and laid siege to the city of Lankerfan. Do you want to read on?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
The story is going to be over, and you all died.
The city of Lankerfan. No, but now we know. We sort of know the nature of the disease, or something about it. I guess that it's undead born.
Is there any way that you would paste any of that into the chat or anything?
Yeah, I'll try to write it up as best as I can remember it.
A note or something? Okay.
Yeah, so, okay.
He just said it was off the dome.
Yeah, one of the Devil Slayers company aided the enemy. And then you guys got the detail that the people used to bury their dead. Or people used to cremated their dead to try to prevent them from rising again, but the creatures that rose from the ashes were much worse.
Yeah.
You streaming it?
I'm typing it in the Roll20 chat. I'm trying to make sure I get all the details. When a Devil Slayers company aided the enemy, people cremated the fallen to prevent them from rising from the dead, but the creatures that rose from the ashes were much worse. Somebody
presented the ashes to the Temple of Baal, which he rose much more wicked enemies or something.
Okay, I think that's all of it. So one of the Devil Slayers company aided the enemy. People cremated the fallen to prevent them from rising from the dead, but the creatures that rose from the ashes were much worse. Bodies of those fallen in the defense of Gower were taken to the Watcher's resting place. There, Belal raised new children They blew west upon the wind and laid siege to the city of Landgrafan. Anything else you want to look up in the Total Codex while we're here?
Oh, sheesh.
No pressure.
Which one of us is the betrayer? Which of the Devil Slayer's company aids the enemy?
Yeah. Great question. I'm gonna ask that. Ooh, crazy eights.
Okay. I'm gonna say so. You find that arrangements were made through the court of the Caith of the once mighty Caith Brewing Empire. It says,
Be right back.
and that the Devil Slayer's men took the bodies of the fallen and gave them into the hands of the dark.
So it's like our almost like one of our minions, one of our hirelings or something, like one of our guards or something. Like once we're big bosses, somebody pulls some shit or.
You know. And it says actually, do you want to read on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It says that when these arrangements were discovered, the leveler ordered the Devil Slayer's men ordered the town razed and the Devil Slayer's men slain to the last.
I mean, okay.
Sorry, it says specifically the town of Gower.
Town of Gower. Okay.
I just spread the infection by giving the weapons to the punks there, and then brought the disease into the town of Gower.
Okay. So this Mazarin asks you, Dram Stoker, have you learned enough?
I have.
Should I come back on evenings when I can't sleep?
Now, please release my brain. I'm tired.
He's not exerting any kind of hold over you. Other than that, you're scarred and you're going to have like visions and nightmares for the rest of your life because of this encounter.
Yeah, that's nothing, right? That's
it's fine.
Yeah, you're just never going to sleep right again.
It's just trauma, just trauma.
Yeah. All right. So I guess are you going to leave? Are you going to try to take the Codex? What do you guys want to do?
Well, is he chill with us coming back to like ask it more questions? Would that not offend him if we came back?
So you guys can come in.
I feel like
Just to speed things along, I'm going to say you guys open the doors. You can converse now. He's done with this vision encounter.
I guess that's true. I wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, we're not going to steal that thing. Like, I don't want to steal it.
Okay.
I want to be able to come back.
He just trained you. He seems down. Like we could come back, right?
Okay. Mazarin says, once you have gone, you will not find this place again.
Ah, fuck. Why is it always gotta be like that, dog? Why is it gotta be like that? Is this like this is a load bearing boss? This is like one of those bosses. If you kill the boss and then the building collapses.
Piolo FOMO. Ah, shoot! Are we gonna steal it?
Can you guys hear me?
I could
Are we
hear you,
gonna
but
time
you were a
back?
little muffled. What did you say?
I said, Master, I've taken a small part of it. I'm pretty sure we could come back.
So Mazarin has just told you guys that you cannot come back.
Yeah, well, he doesn't know I have resurgent flames. I've stolen some
Oh,
of his
fair.
fire.
Dude, this is like
Oh,
literally
I say,
Jeebus, all right? Like this is
yeah.
Jeebus. Your little tie and wind knots. I don't think are gonna get you inside the super tomb again if he doesn't want you, man. You see how many like super doors he has here that all he has to do is keep closed? Like he's got 3 layers you'd have to get
Yeah,
through.
doors are overrated.
No, but
All right.
that's
All right.
a good reason why we probably can't steal it anyway.
Well, okay, so we're talking outside of the room, out of earshot. I hope a bit of a parlay, a little quartet here.
Yeah, sure.
What if we keep someone out here to rush down and at least stop some of the clearly Archer problem that we're going to have? If somebody stays out of the room and in this area out here where you can, I know we're not on the map anymore, but it was like you could go down to the south or I presume to the north and get to the
So
line of arrow slits. There was a door there that
I'm gonna give
led
you
to that
guys
line of arrow slits.
I'm going to give you guys an insight because it's a detail that I've kind of pointed out before, and you guys have made so many lore checks already. The arrow slits are not designed for undead trying to kill you guys or prevent you from leaving. They're designed to help you guys prevent undead from leaving.
Okay. So it would just be a fight with him and his. Well, it's the other guys too. It's the army in the other room.
No, what it is the other. We need to get the other soldiers into this room and keep them there.
No. I mean, the book's here. We're trying to steal the book. We can't make them come in here. That wouldn't be helpful. At least if we steal the book, we can fight the boss before they run in this room. You know, I don't know. Maybe I can get the bear to block the door, and we can bottleneck while we fight super wizard man. While we
Well,
literally
think
fight
about it this
Jesus.
way. You bring
guys
them
wanna
all
fight
in
Jesus?
there and we kill them when they're in there.
That's like you'd like to be outnumbered immediately. Like I don't see what the advantage is here, but it doesn't matter. Like whatever, we can do it however you like. I'm just saying we're sure we want to kill Jeebus. We want to kill undead Jeebus.
Mazarin says, "You must decide quickly. Alal's servants come."
Oh shit, dog!
All right, well, I'll take it.
Jeebus,
Yeah. I just
come on,
put it under my
Jeebus.
shirt and I run out.
Okay.
I point. I'm like, hey, what's that?
Wait.
What is that?
I say
GTA
how long?
6.
Okay, so Dram, go ahead and move your
I
pog.
ask him how long do we have? I ask him. You know the future. No, bro, you know the future, man. How long do we have? How long do we have?
Are you asking Mazarin or are you asking Dram?
And for the world. So I think we got plenty of time.
Wait, did you just tell me to move my pog? We're not on the map.
You're not?
Yeah, I know. None of us
No,
have been.
we're on the.
No, we're on the world map.
Oh, my bad.
Excuse me. I am going to cast, I guess, magic weapon on my bow.
Okay, go ahead and cast magic weapon. All right, you guys should be on the tomb map again, yeah?
I said, reading fundamental. Woo!
Yeah. I mean, whoa, dog. Whoa.
I don't know where to put my piece.
Throw the book to me. Let me get the hell out. But it won't. Okay, who knows?
All right, so I will, I guess, lose the spell and just maintain it.
Okay.
So
You cast your magic weapon. The soldiers don't react to you guys using your
guys,
enchantments.
buff up, everybody, buff. Shit. I could also cast bless on somebody, but I would be casting at -1. Somebody want to get blessed, or I'll just do myself. If you make me play with myself, I'll do it. I'll do it
Throw
right
the
here.
book, boss.
Do it. Bless the book. Sweet bookage.
Wait, why do I have to throw the book?
Oops,
Throw it to
sorry.
me. I'll run out the door.
Oh, okay, I throw the book at him.
We've kind of
You always want to throw the book.
Okay, so wait, so Dram, I'm gonna put you. I'm gonna. Everybody put your pog where they're gonna be the moment that Dram picks up the book.
Oh my
Well, I'm
god,
outside.
guys! Oh,
Go ahead
this is
and
crazy.
okay.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
So Jam, go ahead and do that.
Are we not all going to be in the same room? Are we all not going to be in there? The punk has to stay
Well,
outside.
yeah, one of you guys has got to be outside.
I'm
Is that
outside.
gonna be- so are you going to take on the fucking, I don't know, a dozen guys that are the dozen undead legionnaires?
Sure.
Or are you going to maybe run to us? I don't know, because he can magically open and close these doors. We've seen the doors open and close magic. So once we're in a fight with him, he might close us in here and lock you out or something.
Yeah, but they keeps. If you remember what
I'm
Russ
only
was saying,
saying that. I'm just saying,
let
should we
me-
all be in the room or not? That's all I'm saying. I'm just wondering if we should be in the room.
but what you're missing is that he kept pointing out that the arrow holes from this side.
Yeah, no, I understand all that. Doesn't matter. We still have to fight this boss guy, right? We still have to fight Jeebus.
So
And while we fight Jeebus,
I would want to
those other guys
stay
are going to come close.
outside because we can shoot them from the arrow slits, but they can't shoot back at us.
Not easily, anyway.
That's fine. I mean, I would want at least Skeeter to be able to help physically in the room with the big bad. And I presume that those guys, the dozen guys up there, are going to come down here to kill us, right?
Okay.
That's their deal.
Dram,
So-
you can sense with your recent attunement with the Codex, you can sense the approach of the Watcher's army. You know that his servants are minutes away, and you know that if they if they find this place and seize hold of the Codex, then real things are going to get real bad real fast for everybody. Go ahead and place your guys.
Skeeter can't see, but he's going in there. I go over here. Open. Oh, it's already opened. What am I doing? I will be at the arrow slit right here. Or I guess this arrow slit right
Okay.
here.
Yep. Take an arrow slit. Veronzo, you take an arrow slit on the outer or on the Carter? Go ahead and take your post.
I think poor Jack is going to get swamped.
All right. Well, I think you guys are where you're going to be, right? Is Skeeter the Bear good where he's at?
Yeah, I mean, he's basically he's gonna be all up in his business to be able to help and fight.
Okay. All right. And then Dram, you're over here picking up the book, which is on this side. All right. So Dram, you're reaching and picking up the book at this point, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Jeebus.
So at this point, so the soldiers immediately move into motion. This soldier comes straight at the bear. Rufus, you see the ghost rising up and animating and charging Skeeter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'll pop him. I'll volley that mother trucker.
Okay, make your volley roll.
Me and Skeeter with my magic weapon. Oh, Skeeter.
Okay.
I should have cast my bless already. Damn it, Skeeter. Oh, god damn it.
You can cast your bless if you want to. You had a couple seconds if you want to roll for that now.
Ah, you're a kind soul. Let me see here. But I would have missed anyway. Here's my... Oh, great. I don't lose the spell. All right, so I'm blessed. That would still give... that would have been a +1 on that, so that would have been a 7.
Oh, nice. Okay, with a blessing, you hit.
Would have been a 7. Oh, God.
All
He
right.
gets by the skin of his ass. All right. So that's a D8 plus bear damage is 3, and it's a magic weapon. Here's
Yep. I'm gonna say the bear can't actually harm these things, but he can position them for you to give you an easier shot, which so his damage still counts.
Oh, he can't hurt him. Oh.
Nope.
Oh, God.
Okay, so that's 7 damage. Is that right?
So they're fully insubstantial. Yeah.
Yeah.
7. All right.
Let me
Gotcha.
see if that kills him.
Golly, folks, get out of there! Look out! We got ghost problems.
Okay. That does not quite kill you. So you fire the arrow. You see the arrow embed itself in him, which is a little strange because he's incorporeal, and the arrow is very corporeal. So he's kind of floating. This arrow is like floating with him, sticking out of him, and he's very obviously wounded. He takes 5. Okay, so he's taking some damage. Choose which option do you want to choose there from your volley lists, the 7 to 9 lists. It's I think it's you take
beginning of the fight. I will spend ammo. I've actually got ammo right now.
Okay,
so
go for it. Yeah. Okay, so you spend a couple shots. First one misses as the skeeter moves and gets him ready for the second shot. Then the second shot hits. Dram, you're grabbing the book. Jack, the spirit in front of you suddenly, like he's standing at attention, and suddenly he lifts his sword and steps towards you. What do you do?
Oh, I
This is Jack.
I slip. I thought you said Dram. Sorry.
I am going to. He's stepping towards me.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I'm going to. Oh, I guess it's just hack and slash, right?
Yeah.
All right. I am the wielder of the resurgent flame.
Okay.
What
does Resurgent Flame do?
It's the magic fire of this place, whatever. That's why. Oh, this is a resurgent flame. If I roll a 1 to 3, it lets me roll an extra die.
Oh, got it. Okay.
My damage die. So if I suck.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your. Do you want to expose yourself to attack to do the extra d6 damage? You can roll your damage first if you want.
Yeah, I'll roll my damage first. All right, hold on. Where's my damage? All right, damage. All right, well, get to do my resurgent flame.
Okay.
8 damage of fire, whatever the.
You want to deal the extra d6 damage?
No, not right now. I don't want to expose myself.
You slash him with the whip, and he charges towards you, and the whip cuts him. Damage. What's that?
I still have one of my choices was +1 damage. Remember, so I actually have an 8.
Oh right, okay, yeah. So you dissolve him into mist, and he kind of bursts away in a flicker of blue and orange flame, as your brand has turned blue because you stole fire from these torches. So it's got this kind of ghostly aura to it. Okay, so you got that, and then Dram, you're grabbing the book. So you grab the book, and Mazarin slowly turns towards you, and he starts to he begins like an incantation. What do you do?
Is he's in front of me?
Yeah, so the book is on the opposite side of the room, over on the eastern wall here.
And I have the book in my hand.
Yeah, so you grab the book, it's in your hand. Mazarin turns around, he's floating above this sarcophagus in the middle of the room. He's turned to face the east side of the room, which is where you are with the book. What are you doing? And he's starting to cast a spell.
I need to get out of this room. These slits, how big are they?
They're arrow slits.
Like 1 foot?
You mean like height or width?
Both.
Okay, so the height I'm gonna say is like 1.5 feet. The width is maybe on the order of like 3 inches.
1.5 feet. 3 inches. And how thick is the book?
It's thicker than the arrow slit.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind then. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna running back the thing. I'm gonna set some like rocket fire on my feet and just try to like launch around him if possible.
Okay,
without actually like I want to just get out.
Okay, I'm gonna call this Defy Danger Dex because it's more about steering and getting through here quickly than it is about your flame control.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So you zoom through. Let's see. So you succeed, but I'm gonna say that Mazarin is gonna complete his spell just as you're crossing the room and going through the threshold. So you're gonna make a Defy Danger con, and he's gonna roll his damage. Okay. Roll your Defy Danger con. Okay, you take he hits you with what's called a dispersal dream, which it's like a shattering explosive force that strikes you and sends you flying, and you kind of you make it out of the room, but you kind of go hurtling and you lose control of your rockets and you like slam up against this wall. You take 6 damage, ignoring armor, as the dream racks your body with its unearthly force. The dream being, of course, the spell, and you take another 2 damage minus your armor as you strike up against the wall on the opposite side.
Oh, I spit out blood.
Veranza, you see Dram come rocketing out of the room. Let's see.
Whenever you take damage, there's a thing you do, Dram.
What's that? Oh, to deal damage?
Yeah, whenever he takes damage, he gets there's a thing that happens to him.
Really?
Yep, there's a fire thing that happens whenever you take damage.
So Veranza, you see Dram come flying out of the room.
Fighting fire with fire.
And you see the blue glow coming through this door increase as the Mazarin starts to float after Dram.
The flames within you come to your aid. Roll 1d4. Either add that many uses to your burning brand if active. Take that result forward to summon your burning brand. Or reduce. Yeah, there is something here.
Okay, go ahead and activate that. So I don't think that roll is right. Roll a d4.
Oh.
Okay, so do you want to add a use to your...
that right?
Yeah, so do you want to add 1 use to your burning brand, or you want to reduce the damage you took by 1?
I want to reduce the damage I took by 1.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
Thank you
for that refresher, Pat. I didn't remember that at all.
I thought taking that one as one of my learning things for you, but I basically made some shit up by myself.
Okay, so you see Mazarin come floating through the door after Dram. You got a clear shot from your arrow slit. What do you do?
Is there anybody else in the room?
It's just so the room that you're looking into, it's just Mazarin, and then you saw Dram fly by a second ago, but you can't see him at the moment. He's on the other side of this kind of archway thing.
Because I would like literally scream out, like, shut the door to trap him in there.
Right, so you know that Dram and Skeeter are both still in the tomb right now.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So Dram is in the outer room that you're looking into here, and Skeeter is in the inner room, past you guys. Rufus, do you want Skeeter to move? You can move him now if you want.
I have him run out. I would have never sent him in there. I didn't realize they were insubstantial. So yeah, okay. I just he's just gonna try to get away.
Well, he still did help you because he helped you position that guy for a good shot.
Sure.
But, okay, so he could run through. I'm gonna say he's faster than Mazarin because Mazarin is kind of like slowly, ominously floating. So he can get out to this hallway if you want. Is that where you want him to be?
Yeah, just trying to get away, clear a path, get out of here.
Okay, so the bear comes running past. One of Mazarin's soldiers, the one that you wounded with an arrow, goes floating after them. Comes floating after Mazarin.
Before he gets out, can I take a move and finish him off?
Make this guy a little bit bigger so you can tell which one is Mazarin. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, so you can take another parting shot at that guy if you want. Go ahead and roll your volley.
All right, cool. +1. It's 11. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Damage is D8 7. All right.
I took it mixed up here. Okay, yeah. So you finish off this one with the second arrow. He's gone. He vanishes in a burst of, I don't know, what does it look like when your magic arrow hits an incorporeal creature and kills it?
Yeah, it's a disintegration from the center out. Like the arrow disintegrates and it sort of absorbs, and the light flows out, specters out into little glowing moths.
Nice. Okay. So you finish that guy off. Mazarin has exited his tomb. Jack, out in the hallway here, you see that the ghostly warriors are floating in through the chapel doors, coming towards you. What do you do?
I go to stop them.
Okay, go ahead and move your token. Okay.
No. You know what I do? It would be defend the door.
Okay.
So I'm defending.
Okay.
So
it's not going to be the defend move because you're not preventing damage to the door. So I'm going to call that a defy danger dexterity.
All right, so that's defy danger. Okay, let's go here and put dex. And where's dex? Oh, it's already set. So here we go. I'm keeping them back and possibly damaging. 8.
Okay. So you find it, they move in, they quickly surround you. How many uses of your burning brand do you have?
I have 2 left.
I'm going to say you're going to have to spend both uses now if you want to keep them away and hold your position in the doorway.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. And let's say you deal your damage to one of them. Go ahead and deal your damage.
All right, where's my damage? Where the hell is damage? Okay, here it is. 2. Oh, 9.
Nice. Okay, you actually destroy one of them. The other 2 have pressed you, and your burning brand is burning low. Okay. Dram, you've got the book. You kind of pick yourself up from the floor. You're stunned momentarily, and you see the ghostly floating avatar of Mazarin looming over you. His bright blue gaze intently focused on you. What do you do?
I keep running for it.
Okay. That's going to be another defy.
I run around through this door, maybe through this door. Defy danger dex.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Jack's got a whole crew there. You're not going to be able to go through them. We
wow,
man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you make it out of the room with Mazarin. You're faster than he is. You guys over here at the arrow slits, you see Mazarin sees you guys, but he doesn't attack you. He starts floating towards these doors. What do you do?
Run to close the doors and lock him in.
Okay, that's going to be defy danger.
Not fast enough. We maybe would go for the other door.
I'm going to call it strength to get there and close the door because the doors are big and heavy and slow.
Oh shit! I'm terrible at that.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll defy danger strength.
Oh shit! Oh, all right. Well, I'm running over there. You know where I'm going.
Yep.
All right. Wait, defy danger. I gotta modify it. 1 second. This is not gonna be good. Not gonna be good. Not gonna be good.
You know they could just make these.
Okay.
Not gonna be good.
So you run up. You close this door. Unfortunately, you forgot that this door, unlike the other 2, does not have the protective runes on it. So you see him starting to float through the door and emerge on the other side. Veranza, what are you doing?
I'm like, I presume
so
I'm danger zone.
So how many?
So right,
I guess this is where I'm like, we got a bunch. Are there any ghosts in the tomb?
So the only one that you can see right now is Mazarin himself, who's chasing after these guys. It looks like he's about to pass through the iron gates out into the room that you're in.
All right. I'm gonna shoot my.
These doors up here can stop him. If we can get out, if we can all get into that room and close these doors, he can't chase us anymore.
That's correct.
Or
yeah, that's what I've been trying to say.
Okay, so you're gonna.
Are
you gonna move instead of shooting? You can move and shoot, but you can move faster if you don't shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to here so that I can
nice. Okay.
Close the door.
Okay, perfect. I was like, okay, so you move to there. Rufus, give me another defy danger dex to get out of reach of Mazarin. Does he comes at you with his sword.
Oh God, no, please. You don't want me. You want the other guy with the bear. Yeah, no, there was another guy with the bear. Didn't you see? Oh, jeez. Guys, please. Ah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you come running out to this room, I'm presuming.
Oh yeah, I mean, right. On that 6, did you want to make a move against me? Did you want to damage me or anything?
Oh yeah, no, I did. I had him flow through the door. That was my move.
All right, cool.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Okay. Yeah, so he's coming after you guys. He's about to pass through these doors. Veranza, you're there waiting to close the door. Roll Defy Danger Strength to get the door closed before he can get through.
Well, can I shapeshift and just, or is it just Defy Danger?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, roll your shapeshift.
Okay.
Actually, didn't you already shapeshift? You rolled for it before, right? You have some holds.
Yes. So I
Okay,
have
so-
three holds.
So I'm gonna say you get +1 forward on your Defy Danger Strength for that.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you get a 7 with your +1
Yeah.
forward. Okay. I'm gonna say it takes you a couple seconds to close the door. While you're closing the door, Jack is kind of stuck fighting off these two guys by alone. One of them fighting off these two guys by himself. One of them comes at you, Jack. And Mazarin is also going to try to hit Dram with another spell. Let's handle Jack first. Jack, go ahead and roll me another Defy Danger Dex as one of these guys comes at you.
I think we can just roll Dex. Really?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yep. Same thing.
It doesn't roll it, does it? Does it roll it?
It goes, yeah. Okay, so you successfully fend these guys off. So your flame is currently extinguished. How do you manage to fend these guys off anyway? What are you doing?
I am going to he seems to be attacking the thing. So I distract him.
Okay. You're talking to the warriors. Okay, I'm going to say you have to move away from the door and to get their attention to get them to follow you. Go ahead and move your bog.
No. I'm getting him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So instead
okay,
of
so-
going after Graham, I'm saying, hey.
Got it. Okay, so there's going to be two consequences from that. One of them is that he's going to cast a spell on you instead of Dram because you're taunting him, and the other is that you're going to get stabbed in the back by one of these ghostly warriors because you turn your back on them. So let me deal the damage from the ghostly warrior first. Okay, so you take 4 damage as their icy, cold, unliving blades slash into your flesh. What part of your body does it hit?
It hits my that'd be my right. Let's see, I'm back. So it hits me between the shoulders.
Okay, yeah. So you get the blade. You get a blade between the shoulders, and this is ignoring armor. So you take 4 damage ignoring armor. And then the Mazarin
Ghosts.
Mazarin is going to cast another spell on you, Dram, or on Jack. What are you doing, Dram? As Mazarin casts a spell just as the door is closing. You have an opportunity to do something before he finishes the spell if you'd like. This is for Dram.
I can close the door, right?
Yeah, so you want to help you can help Veranza get the door closed faster if you want. Roll Defy Danger Strength for that.
Yeah, I would love that. Push the door! Hold the door! Hold the door!
Okay. All right, I'm going to say you get the door closed quickly. He's not going to be able to follow you through. Jack, the complication, I'm going to say, as these two guys, you're fighting these two guys, you see the door is closed, you turn to face these guys, and you see more of them are filing into the room. What do you do?
Burning Brand. Time to
Okay. Roll it. Okay, you're summoning your Burning Brand. Veranza, what do you want to do while he's doing that?
it's going to be +1 damage.
Okay.
So there's a whole bunch of them coming through, right?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ghosts filing into the chapel here.
So what does Burning Brand do?
So he's summoning a flaming whip, essentially.
Okay. Are they filing? Are they coming in a single file?
They're coming through the door one at a time, but it's not really single file relative to where you're at.
If
you wait a couple seconds, they will be traveling single file down the center aisle, I'm going to say.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm still in form, right?
Okay.
And I come over here, like, kind of next to the Devil Slayer.
Okay.
And then, because I still have 2 holds. And I'm going to... Did either of these take damage yet?
None of these guys have taken damage, no.
Okay. I'm going to use... I'm going to hack and slash.
Okay.
With my claws.
Okay.
So it's like a 2 whack whack.
All right. So you're just hitting the nearest ones in front of Jack here?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Okay. And Rufus, you're also going to get a action here before they close. What are you going to do?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so actually
trying to fire and cover my friends, take out one.
Wait,
okay, so
I'm in form, so I don't have to.
Right, so you can just decide to. I don't remember what the moves I gave you before. I think it's like claw stuff, breathe fire, fly, something like that.
Right. So the one of it is I wanted just it was a swipes. So
okay, so you can
swipe.
You can spend a hold to just deal your damage to the one in front of you if you want.
So I had to do my damage.
Okay.
Boop.
All right.
6.
Okay, it's let's see. Okay, he takes 4. All right, so you hit him. So his insubstantial armor seems to resist your claws, but you slash at him, and you take off like his shield arm and dent his shield, and he is forced to drop it. Rufus, you're also getting a shot off here as they're closing with Jack. If you'd like, what do you want to do?
There's my volley. An 11 with magic. It's a 12 with the bless. I mean, here's the damage. Oof, weak with a 2.
Okay, I'm gonna say your bear can't help you in this situation because there's not enough room for it to get in there.
Can't hurt the old ghostly mostlies.
Okay. Which one are you aiming at? The one fighting Varanza?
Oh, if one's been wounded already, it's if the one that Varanza just hit, I guess.
Okay, so you finish off the one Varanza's grappling with. Very good. So it disintegrates, like you said before. It disintegrates from the center, and then Jack.
These glowing moths.
Yeah, and the rest of these guys start closing with Jack and filling out this space. Jack, one of them is going to come after you. You've got your brand ready. What do you want to do? Actually, 2 of them are coming after you.
All right, so I am going to, I guess, hack and slash.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, first, though, I'm going to make sure they're all attention on me. So, hey, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
To one of them.
Okay.
Oh, that's bad. Everybody in the whole place is going to attack me.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to give you a -1 forward to you. I'm going to give you a -1 forward to your hack and slash because this guy's going to move over to try to flank you. So you're getting 3 guys on you now, and it didn't succeed in distracting that guy.
I say fuck that. I roll good.
All right, roll it. Deal your damage and pick which one you want to hit.
We'll do the one that's trying to sneak up on me.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good thing I got this resurgent.
Okay. Nice.
9-10.
Nice. Okay, that's so you actually destroy that one. So you wrap him up in the whip, and the whip kind of like turns him into a column of those fireflies as it wraps around him, and the fireflies kind of burst into flame. And then the other 2 jostle for position, trying to get you, Jack, but you manage to fend them off with the whirling of the whip. One of them comes after you.
Do a little touchdown dance for Jack. Jack, you look so fucking cool.
Power. It depends on me sucking on my first roll.
Yeah. Okay, Dram. So you see them fighting. One's coming after Varanza. You've got kind of an angle on the ones on Jack. What do you want to do?
Oh,
this is Dram. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Varanza. Oh.
Ahmed, you're up. I think you're on mute.
Yeah. Okay. We managed to close the doors.
Yep.
I'm gonna move out to here.
Okay.
And attack this guy. I'm gonna breathe fire on him.
Okay. Zuko style.
Yeah.
Damage.
Dude,
Okay.
ah.
You get him. It doesn't do much, but his armor is definitely singed. All right, and Veranza, you're one-on-one with this guy now. He kind of is like doing this tactic where he kind of pushes you against the wall with his shield. Now he's insubstantial, but it's kind of like you can't really, if you touch him, it hurts you almost. So like, he's kind of forcing you against the wall. Using your large size against you, trying to get his sword around to hack at your scaling deck. What do you do?
Breathe fire.
Okay, roll for it, or roll your damage, I guess. Okay. Very good. You deal 5. That's going to doesn't quite kill that one. So you're gonna make so give me defy danger dex to avoid him slashing you. And I think okay, nice. So I'm gonna say you actually like take to the air and fly up over the room just because it sounds cool. If that's cool, if that's all right with you. Okay.
I fly up. I put my wings out like I am the archangel Raphael, and I just basically go, breathe fire.
Nice. Okay, so you get them, and I'm gonna say you deal some damage to this guy as well. Okay. And I think you don't have any holds left, so you can roll your shape change again.
Yeah.
All right, so you're well in that form. You're in the mind of the lion dragon thing. Let's see,
They
Jack.
should all bow before me as the new goddess of light.
Oh man, I don't know if they're gonna go for that. I'm not gonna give you a roll for that. Sorry.
Damn it.
Jack, I think you're up.
All right. Well, I'll start here. No, I'll start the one that was attacking him.
Okay, one on Dram.
So I think I'm gonna call the no, it's free running. So I go to here to be on the other side.
Nice. Okay, so you like flip between them and land on top of one of the pews.
And since I did that, I can add forceful.
Nice.
I think it says on the article when you easily slide over forceful attack. So normally my whip wouldn't have, but it's so here's my hack and slash.
Awesome.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Take threat, but I'm
right.
gonna try to get both these guys.
All right, I'm gonna give you the option. You can because you have the forceful tag and you've got a wall to hit this guy against. I'm gonna give you the option. You can either deal your damage plus 1d3, or you can deal your damage plus 1d8 and expose yourself.
I'm gonna expose myself.
Okay, so deal your damage and then add a d8.
All right, so here's my damage. 4, and then here's my extra.
Nice. Okay, 11. So you easily annihilate this guy. That was how much? That's 11. So that's 12. 4, and then so you sweep through and do like you fling your whip around in a circle, and you take the first guy's head off, and the second guy you just like lay into him. It wraps around his sword arm. The brand strikes across his chest, and flame like cuts him in half. And then Dram, you're left with the last one fighting. Actually, I think Rufus, you're up first. Rufus, you got one that's going after Veranza, who's up in the air above him. What do you do?
All right, yeah, firing magic arrows. Here we go. Volley. Ooh, up with the +1, it's a 10. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Here's
okay, deal your damage. Okay, and with the power of the magic arrow, you finish that one off. The tomb falls silent, except for the hum of the portal, which has once again come to life.
Oh, we got to get out of here, guys. The army's going to be here like literally in minutes.
Yeah, so you guys...
We got to go. We got to Skater. We got to get out of here, Skater. Let's go.
You guys all hasten... So we're going to shortcut a little bit. So you guys all hasten out through the portal, and you materialize once again in that little anteroom space in the jungle. And you all kind of pile out quickly, looking for signs of the Watcher's armies. And I think that's a pretty good point for us to wrap up for tonight. Let's do the end of session move. Okay. You reach the end of the session. Choose one of your bonds that you feel is resolved. Has anybody resolved any of their bonds? Completely explored, no longer relevant or otherwise.
No, I'm still Dram still is like prey to me.
Okay. Okay. Even though
I made inroads into showing Varanza that I'm a kindred spirit and I know stuff about nature. We did a lot of spout and lore and back and forth this session, so I'm sort of working towards it.
Okay.
Dram Stoker is still a weapon of mass destruction, and I have not directed him very well.
I think I have
the Jack
I'm gonna-
is crazy but cool.
I guess build one with Varanza.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, sorry, I can give you a chance to do that because you were, I think, absent this session.
I got two people on here that aren't here anymore. I got Pickle, unless I can.
Yeah, you can add one. Go ahead and add one for Veranza. What's your bond with her?
I think she. I kind of think that she is. Did she go away? Oh, there she is still.
No, I'm still here.
Jack thinks that Varanza is losing herself, and I have to watch her because she changes her form so much.
Okay, that's interesting. You accept this bond, Varanza?
I accept.
Okay, perfect. All right, and I think somebody had a Dram is helpless, and I have to protect him. Do you still feel that way after what happened today?
Yes, because he's got the book now.
Okay, fair enough. You could say, if you want, I would, if I were you, I would say you resolve that bond. It's no longer that he's helpless. Now it's you have the book. He has the book, and you have to protect him.
Okay. All right. So I will. Do I resolve it and I form a new one, or
yeah, you can mark an XP and just change the text of the bond if you want.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. If anybody else said all the bonds.
Nope.
Okay, so anybody fulfilled their alignment goal for the session?
I have. I spread a dangerous new idea. I just stole a book full of dangerous new ideas.
Okay, fantastic. Roll mark an XP for that.
I am good, which is my alignment is good. And I think that I got the book to save the world.
Okay, is that what's your alignment requirement?
Oh shit, I don't have that on there. Give me a moment. I'm sorry. I will come back to me, please.
Is the book sentient? This is a weird question, but is the book sentient?
We'll find out about that next time.
Well then I may have freed someone from literal or figurative bonds. We stole the book.
I would say you freed the spiritual warriors, many of them, from the bond of guarding this book for eternity.
Yay!
So that counts.
Freed from your duty.
Yeah.
Woo! Party, guys. Woo!
Yeah, they get to go to Myth Valhalla or whatever.
Yeah, they're all about witness me and such.
Yeah. Varanza, for the druid for good, it's helped something or someone grow.
I helped Dram grow because he got all the knowledge of all the crazy stuff.
Nice. Okay, we're marking an experience point for that. Is that everybody?
Now, oh wait. So with experience, I got. Never mind. Continue. I'm gonna try to read myself.
Okay.
Mine was thirst for recognition, because she came to me for a job, and I still helped out. But your friend's recognition is nice, but you might not. I don't know if I got recognition from. Oh, we got the book, but we haven't got it yet, right? So that's not till next session.
So you have the book, but I don't think you haven't been recognized yet for getting the book. So yeah, I think that'll happen soon, but not now. Okay. And then for everybody, did we learn something new and important about the world?
We're apparently the Doombringers.
Yeah, like we met Jeebus. I mean, come on. Yeah, we are going to be the Doombringers.
All right, so everybody mark an experience point for that. Did you overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody mark an experience point for that.
Just yes.
Yes, and did we loot a memorable treasure?
Yes.
So everybody mark an experience point for that. And even though you guys are about to face the Watcher army, I'm going to let you guys level up for next time if you would like to. And that is it for tonight. Thanks, guys.
And what is it to level up? What it's
70 plus your level.
A
What?
7 plus
So-
level.
7
Yeah,
plus my
right now
levels.
I need 12 and I have 11.
11.
God damn it.
I have
It's a-
12 and
So if you didn't count it already, don't forget to count the XP for your failed rolls.
yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say,
yeah,
don't
yeah,
forget
yeah.
counting
I
failures.
don't have
Oh.
any. That's the big part.
I
I'm
do.
at 10.
Sometimes you want to fail.
Yeah,
I know. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, Ranza, didn't you fail on your hack and slash?
No,
if you
because
use,
I
her
thought it
form.
was a hack and slash, but in form, I just had to roll my damage.
Right, because she already has a hold for that.
Yeah.
Rufus technically failed on Defy Danger. Does that count or not?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
I had dose.
All right. Well, mine's
I already
saved.
counted
Thanks,
mine.
guys.
All right, good game, guys.
Have a great week,
Bye.
guys.
All right,
Thanks
thanks
for running stuff, Russ. Appreciate
thanks
it.
for playing, guys. See you next time. All right, thanks
Thanks.
everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did,
Thank
don't
you,
forget
Russ.
to follow.
It was nice
If you're
meeting
watching
you.
on Twitch,
Oh,
Thanks for
yeah,
meeting you.
Nick.
subscribe. It's free. If you're watching on YouTube,
Yeah.
take
and
care, and I'll see you
like
next
I
time.
said, if